heating and cooling system for your home. Maybe geothermal heat is for you, but what is it? How does it work? Joining us from Williams Comfort Air, a part of the Builders Association of Greater Indianapolis, is Tom Dahl and Mark Underhill with Water Furnace International. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, Mark, I want to start with you and kind of, if you can, visually tell us what you guys are doing out there this morning.
Well, Angela, we're installing a plastic loop heat exchanger system here, and it's taking the renewable solar heat from the earth and bringing it into the house to do the heating of the house and the domestic hot water heating. In the summertime, we're actually taking the heat back out of the house and heating all the domestic hot water for free and putting the heat back into the earth.
All right, I see mud, water, and black tubes. Tom, can you tell me and people watching this morning a little bit more specific about how does this work?
Well, the way it works is basically it takes the temperature from the earth and you're able to cool and heat your home virtually for free because you're not having to rely on buying gas to do the job. So it's a very, very efficient system by doing that.
And Mark, right now we have some animation up, or we did, kind of showing what you guys call loops. What different sorts of loop systems are out there, and which ones how would we know what we would need for our home?
Well, all the loop systems are designed to be equally efficient, Angela. The animation you're seeing there is a vertical system where we would have very little space to put the loop in on a tight lot. This particular house here has a horizontal loop, and you can see we pretty much nuked their backyard, but the customer is very impressed with this and is willing to go through the restoration of the yard just for the heating efficiency.
Yeah, well, you talk about how efficient it is. You got to, you're tearing up the yard. Let's talk about then how much it costs, and then at what point do we start to see a return on our money, our investment?
Well, Angela, it costs very little more than a conventional high-efficiency gas furnace and air conditioner system, but the energy savings will more than pay the initial cost, and you'll have about a 20 to 30% return on your investment.
So would you say, though, like as far as would it take a year, 2 years, 5 years then to kind of recoup that?
With today's rising energy costs, we're looking at a 2 to 3 year payback on the initial investment.
That's not bad, right? Let's talk about then how long it takes to put one of these suckers in, and again, a little bit more on how then it works.
Well, we got a pretty good staff of guys, Angela. It generally can take us approximately 2 days from start to finish to come in, put the loop in, and get the furnace changed out inside. It's not much different than putting in a replacement gas furnace for somebody. Yeah,
it seems like it'd take a lot longer. I know we have some video, too, kind of a complete right here, one that was completely installed. I thought, with ripping out the yard and all that tubing underground, it would take a long time to do, but not so.
No, and a lot of homeowners feel and think the same way, but again, we got the right equipment, the right guys on the job, and everybody knows what they're doing. It all comes together quite well, usually about the end of the second day.
Good job. All right, Tom, Mark, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. If you'd like more information, again, Williams Comfort Air, those are the guys that put it in. They're in Carmel. There's the phone number, fox59.com, if you'd like more information.
Yeah, a lot of people are fearful, they're going to have a big old hole in their yard for weeks on end, but 2 days, that's pretty darn quick.
Yeah, we just scratched the surface there, so if you have more questions, and again, I'm no expert, so.